Rocking it with your boy Fuzzy. Welcome to Fuzzy's Action Videos. Today we are going to be on the topic of institutionalized, so let's go. So where do I start? Like, for anyone who's served a long prison sentence, well wait, actually let me begin with if anyone has watched any of my previous videos, you know, with the changes I've made in my life, you will know that I've actually served a pretty long prison sentence. But times before that, I have been in and out of prison. Yes, I have. Not the happiest moments in my life, but you know, I'm reforming myself to be a better person, and I've broken myself away from that criminal lifestyle because it's just not me anymore. You know, I've been, you know, running crazy in the streets for quite, you know, some time, but it's not the life, you know, and it's not the life you want to live either. You know, it's never going to last. You know, like my partner always says, you know, you're not Superman, you're not invincible. It's going to come crashing down at some point. So shout out to my partner Felicity, you know, for always supporting me and being right by my side through you know, the worst and the best of times. But you know, I've actually you know, with having her by my side, it's actually been a big a massive, you know, impact in my life with how I am today and how I'm living my life. You know, being institutionalized is something I've suffered with for a fair bit, you know, because when you've been used to something for so long, being prison of course, but you tend to be living in those routines and those schedules, and you know, the lock-ins, the lockouts, the let-goes, the lock-ins, and you know, it's relentless, like the routines that you have in prison. And when you're released, you tend to be stuck in that same mind frame as what you were serving your prison time. So right, so it's hard, it's really hard to break out of that. And when like myself, I've served 7.5 years straight, you know, in the prisons here in Australia, and I'm telling you now, it's insane that I'm even still here. Anyway, getting to the video, look, for anyone out there that's served a long prison sentence and has you know, or is still stuck in the same mind frame, in being institutionalized of course, and struggling to break out of it, and finding that they're having trouble with, you know, moving on with life, it's not easy. I can tell you that now. It's not easy. It's a very hard road, you know, that you're going to be dealing with a lot of bullshit along the way, you know, especially when you've got an extensive criminal record like myself. Like, you're going to have people judging you, you know, you're going to have people thinking you're going to fail at some point, and then you'll have people expecting you to fail, you know, or people that are setting you up to fail. You know, it's like once we have the criminal title labeled, you know, on us, it's like nobody ever wants us to move on and change. It's like they're just, you know, it's like people chasing drama on social media, you know. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, like, you know, it's funny how people don't want to see the change in you. Some people don't want to see the change in you, you know, and once you've got a criminal label on your back, it's just, that's what you're stuck with, you know. And it's like, when am I ever going to move past from that? Like, am I ever going to be able to live the life without people telling me what I am and what I'm always going to be? Because I can tell you now, they do not have a fucking clue what they're talking about. They don't know who we are as people. They don't know what we're going to achieve in life. Like, how do they know that we're going to be committing crimes for the rest of our lives? They don't, because in their frame of mind, they just look at you as a criminal and always want you to be a criminal because it makes them feel better. They don't understand that, you know. They don't get this world. So being institutionalized it's a very hard road to get past, and you know, it's not easy, but if you just keep fighting through it, it gets easier, trust me. So again, with the topic of being institutionalized, I've had to you know, really fight for you know, to be able to integrate back into the community. And you know, it's not easy. It wasn't going to be easy for me to be able to adapt out in the community and live a normal lifestyle. Being institutionalized, it's really messed with my mental health, and I can tell you now that I'm still battling with it today. But I'm better than I was when I had first been released. But when I got released 3 years ago, could be close to 4 now actually, sorry, I fell back into addiction because I couldn't deal with you know, the pressure and the anxiety and everything else that came along with it. And it's just the fact that I was so used to something and so used to a routine for 7 straight years that I didn't know any other better way. That was the mentality and the lifestyle I was living, you know. And I was used to just waking up in the morning, having a shower, having breakfast, and then starting your day with going to programs and doing your exercise, your daily exercises, and then you're going back and getting locked back in at 5 to 6 o'clock, you know. And that's your everyday routine. Now, when you're doing that for 7 years straight, you tend to be stuck in that same frame of mind. It's funny because when I had gotten released, I was still having shower with my thongs on. Sorry to laugh, but you know, it's the hygiene thing in the prison that you got to really take care of yourself of, and that's an important factor, you know, to make sure, because you don't know what anybody else in the jail's got, and you know, you're going into a building full of guys who have had an extensive, you know, drug history and whatnot. You know, you don't know you got AIDS and you got hepatitis diseases, and you know, you got, you know, all sorts of fucking shit that you fucking I've never even heard of, that you don't want to end up walking out having. So it's a very big factor to be able to make sure that you're only using your items and you're putting your items away, and that you're the only person to use them. You know, you don't use anybody else's, because people in there might say that they don't have anything, but you just can't trust that. There are a lot of people in there that share needles, and that's a really massive thing in there, and you know, that's when hepatitis get, you know, spread around the jails, and it's really sad, especially when you see the younger blokes who have never even used a drug in their life, but they want to use it just to get over their time quicker. You know, it's just a sad excuse to you know, to do your time. When I fell back into addiction, I just only got myself worse at this time, and I didn't commit any crimes, luckily, but my health wasn't any better, and I was slowly slipping down to a road of death. I felt like something needed to change. So when I met my partner Felicity, I felt like that was the change that I needed, you know, and it was at that point in life when I had said to myself, you know, I really need to do this. So not only for her and my family, but more importantly for myself, because you know, if I'm not gonna want the rehabilitation and get myself better, then, you know, nobody else is going to do it for me. So I was in a position to really want this recovery, and so I got myself out of it, you know, and I have not been so happier than I have ever been in my entire life, having to live this normal, boring life. I mean, this boring life is like a dream. Like, I don't know why I didn't experience this earlier, but you know what it is? It's because I'm in a good relationship, and a good relationship actually helped me, you know, be a better person. Because for those of you out there who don't know, I've been in really bad relationships, I'm in a good life now, so I just rather you know, live and forget. And you know, if my exes are out there watching, you lose. But yeah, I'm in a good place now. You know, and it's not easy being institutionalized, but I'm slowly breaking out of that mentality, and I can tell you now, it's getting better and better the more and more I continue this path and this journey of being in, you know, a normal healthy environment and a normal healthy relationship. You know, a relationship that I can actually adore and love unconditionally. You know, my partner is my rock now, and I'm never letting her go. She's made it clear that she's never letting go of me either. But you know, we're a team, and when you've got a good team behind you, all things positive happen for you, and that's exactly what's happened for me. So just for anyone out there that's struggling with being institutionalized, I just want to say to you guys, don't give up. It's not the end. Seriously, just keep battling through, and I can guarantee you, you know, once you see that light at the end of the tunnel, you're on the road to the most positive future ahead of you. So keep going, keep pushing through it, and I guarantee you life can only get better from then on. Before I go, I just want to shout out to all my supporters out there. I want to thank you so much for we're almost on the 1,000, guys. We're almost on the 1,000. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all your support. Make sure you keep tuning in for your chance to win $200 once we hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. But thank you for all your support. Loving all you guys for watching my videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, adios.